Conley book. I think it comes out tomorrow. It's all right. I'll probably plow through it in a week anyway, which is good and bad. And I think Stephen King, even though I'm not a big fan of his politics, but I still like his books. I think Stephen King's got something new coming out. So twice yesterday, and I know what the knee-jerk reaction is going to be, and the answer is going to be no. I don't inebriate on Sundays because I go to work on Monday. But twice on Sunday, I left my car running and like went and did stuff, you know, like went to the grocery store, came back, the car was running. And I was like, oh crap. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the only thing I can come up with is it's that because I've been driving the car for a while, right? And I think it's that whole, you know, you take the key and you just assume the car is off. You know what I mean? I don't know. I caught it twice yesterday, and I was like, man, I gotta. Yes. Empty parking spot. Is that, who is that? Is that Carla? Carla, why are you so quiet today? Put some bass in your voice. Come on, it's Monday. Start shouting. Be a producer. Huh? Huh? Oh. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry I even said it. 101 Hollywood. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. What is that, Beverly? Silver Lake Boulevard. I didn't feel any. Saturday they had us chasing vegetation fires like it was going out of style. Yep, exactly. Fly to Barstow. We flew to Palmdale, Lancaster for 2 fires. Happy Monday to you too, Maria, and good morning to everybody. You talking a little traffic? I'm going to talk a little weather, that May Gray. Just enough out there to make that picture a little difficult. Taking a look at that 101 drive. Is it Monday light? Yeah, it is. You know, usually you're in traffic right here at this spot. Right here is southbound or northbound on that 101 right at Silver Lake. I always wonder, are those palm trees planted there or did they just grow there organically? Like that wasn't the plan. At any rate, this morning, you're not going to have a lot of time to think about it because there is nothing slowing you down as you're making your way southbound, coming away from Vermont down to the 110 and vice versa. That 101 looking like a fantastic ride this morning, like your week's going to be and your day. Sending it back to Bob and Jen. Good morning. Had a feeling it was going to be something crazy serious, so I didn't want to be goofy as I handed it off. Had a bunch of, let's say two, but it's, you know, pretty much one a day if you go like that. Pursuits go right by my apartment or stay near my apartment the other day, like over the weekend. No. The first one, it must have gone by like 3 times, and finally I went out on the balcony and I was like, oh, check it out. And then the second one, it was like I heard the helicopter, you hear the cop cars, right? And then I was like, oh, let me go grab my phone, but there was nothing really to see. Domestic violence, that is always the one. I did not, and I kicked myself for it. Hang on. Wow. There we go. Yeah, but it was nothing. It was light grass on a flat plain. Never mind. At least Mario put some fact in it. Looks like it's going to rain. I saw some of those. I went bike riding on Saturday before I went to work, and there was drug deals going down closer to my apartment, and I have a feeling it's because they ran them out of MacArthur Park. And I'm just like, and then I also realized there's a bunch of stupid, not artistic, but stupid graffiti in my area as well now. And I'm thinking, it's like, hey, if this keeps up, I'm going to be that jerk that calls the cops every day. Hey. I watched this morning on my Instagram. Oh, yeah, remember? Yeah, scaring them. Scaring them. go. That's odd. Backstabbing rhino. Where did that come from? I'm just thinking about the whole rhino thing, though. Where does that, like... I remember that. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? But I'm sure if he has any kind of conscience at all, he's carrying that. I have a bunch of comments about that, but I don't want to hear your opinion. No, I was just going to say, it's like, who doesn't wear their seatbelt anymore? It's like, you get into the car and it's like the first thing you do. Car. Huh? Yeah, right? Because otherwise it's going to complain and bitch and... Hey, Carla, it's going to be the 10 freeway Baldwin Park. 10 freeway Baldwin Park, not sponsored. Freeway Baldwin Park. Ah! Ugh, work, 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 work. Gonna have to put that in my contract. Yeah. I don't even know. It just sounds good. I have no idea what that means. Did she say sandwich? Hope it's roast beef. You guys are messing up the traffic, man. Hey, Maria, good morning, and we're taking a look at that 10 again. We flew the 10 from downtown and through the San Gabriels. I was like, wow, look how well that's moving along. No issues at all. You hit that 605, and what I'm showing you right there, those headlights, those are going to be the westbound. We're in Baldwin Park, but I can tell you, you're hitting the brakes and very slow and go this morning as you're leaving the Pomona area through the Covinas into Baldwin Park. Once you pass that 605, though, it does lighten up a little bit, and the ride does get better through the San Gabriels. If eastbound is your ride on the 10 from downtown to Pomona, looking fantastic, wide open, moving well. Freeway speeds are better. Be safe out there, everybody. Get to where you need to be on time. We're going to be on time in just a few moments because we're going to take some breaks, but we'll be here looking for you right after they're done. Why can't I say good day? Why can't I say good day, LA? Why can't I? Why can't I? My brain is like, you got to say good day, LA. It should be like, I should be answering the phone like that. Good day, LA, can I help you? Yeah. We harassing people? What are we doing? I feel like we're harassing people. Well, we're too high to harass people. And altitude. This place looks scary. Gases for life. Cars for Kids got in trouble for something? never check them at baggage? Yeah, Teslas. She's talking about Teslas. Oh, I didn't get the gush to you. So I had to Uber because I don't even want to, I feel embarrassed even saying it, but I had to Uber, right? And it was a Tesla, like 4-month-old. The dude typed in the address, the car drove completely autonomously there and in traffic. Amazing. I'm freaking in love, dude. Is Freddie yelling at me? Yeah, the sun is brutal. And their AI in the car, I'm speechless, dude. Dude, you can carry on conversations with that thing. Gorg or Gorg or whatever its name. Grok, yeah, Grok. My pilots, you know, I'm going to work on that. But I got to tell you, it's kind of the opposite in Skyfox. I do all the stuff for them. I got Jeff here this morning. I bought him coffee. I do that every morning for Jeff. That's how much I love my pilots in Skyfox. This Skyfox traffic is brought to us by My Home Sold. We're taking a look at that 60 drive. We're in Montebello. How do you know? Top Golf is right there. The Armenian monument is right next door. The drive, always good on that 60. Well, let's take that back. Let's be real. Looks like on that westbound lane this morning, very slow and go as you're coming away from the 605. You're hitting the brakes just before you get here. It stays slow like that right about to the East LA interchange. Give yourself a little extra time. No crashes. If eastbound is your ride, take a look at that. Wide open, moving well. That 60 looks like that all the way almost to the 57. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. I hope I answered her correctly because I could not hear. I had a couple notches on my headset that I could have turned up, but someday we're going to have good communications. Someday. It's coming. It's coming soon. Whoa, Jesus. Go ahead, Freddie. Where are they going to take us in 2 minutes? You know I'm working, right? 605 Whittier. 605 Whittier. Skybox. TOC, we lost the IFB, Can't find it. Someday we're not going to be making these calls anymore. You guys are going to miss these days. You're going to be like, remember when Stu used to always ask for the IFB? I got you. I got you now. It's like weeks away, man. Weeks away. Right? No more FM radio IFB. It's all going to be coming through the live view. Well, the IFB is going to be crap. It's definitely going to be crap. And as far as us flying places, we flew to Palmdale Saturday. Oh, yeah, super solid. No doubt. But the IFB, the IFB problem isn't going to be solved until they come back and install live view in the other helicopter and finish the installation in this one. Hey, ladies. Hey, Carla, 605 Whittier. Hey, good morning, Maria. I was going to say, hey, lady, thank you. But no, I'm not. You know I would never, ever, ever, ever. Let's take a look at that Let's take a look at that 605 drive. And it's tough this morning. I was actually when we're heading over here, I was like, oh, 605, it's going to be a great ride. Wah, wah, not quite. This is going to be in the Whittier area, north and southbound. Between the 5s, that would be the 5 freeway and the 105, north or southbound on that 605 out to the 60. Give yourself plenty of extra time. I feel your pain. Very slow and go this morning. High volumes, no crashes, but be careful out there, everybody. Even though the speeds are slow, you never know what's coming up next to you. Let's send it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning, Bob and Jen. Jump, bump, ba-dum, bump, ba-dum, bump. But nobody got shot. Okay. So shots were fired and nobody was hit. This is what I like to see. You got the homeless living down there. You got trash in the water already. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. Wonder how much that cost. I wonder if there's got to be footage from the aircraft. I bet you we're never gonna see it, but pilot error. Of course. Yep. Da, comrade. What? Corporate? Hey, Carla. I don't know what changed, but now all of a sudden I can totally hear you. 105 Downey. Downey. And this one is sponsored. Morgan and Morgan. 105 Downey. Sponsored. Morgan and Morgan. Good Morgan, Morgan, Morgan. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. This traffic brought to us by Morgan and Morgan. Taking a look at that 105 drive. Downey's where we are, and we're taking a look at that east and westbound because we handle both sides of every issue. Take a look at that. Now, the brake lights right there, those are going to be the westbound lanes coming away from that 605. Making your way clearly westbound. Looking pretty good here, but I can tell you as you make your way closer to the Linwood area, you're definitely going to be hitting the brakes and a little bit of slow and go as you make your way out towards the 110. Now, if you're headed that other direction, that'd be eastbound. That ride looking really good this morning. Sparse in some spots. You can see right there, that's probably about as slow as you're going to go, and that is freeway speeds. So that is good news for the eastbound. Westbound, give yourself a little extra time. Traffic hotspots. What? I hear we got them. We're going to share those with you right now. Littered. Literally littered. Let's check in on the peanut gallery, see how they're doing. No, I'm going to pass on that. Let's see what we got going on here. I am really confused. I jumped in the middle of something here and they're talking about IDs and people refusing them, and oh, I guess they're talking about voting. Wayne, I can never get over you, brother. Work, work, work. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a nice underhand throw, trust me. No fastballs. Florence. $1 can win you 3,873,000 and some change. Let's get down there. Let's do it. That guy, he's like, I'm done with this lane. Ah, this one's much better. And then he's like looking at his spot right there. Ah. Should have been lane loyal. That's the problem. Got to be lane loyal. Look at this guy. Gore points are for other people. I was going to say something else, but I realized we're on the internet. Oh, and I had so much planned. I'm joking. That was going to be the best traffic hit ever. Wrecked it. I copy that. Memorial Day Monday. I'll be here. Carly, you have a fantastic day too. Oh, everybody's leaving. Bye, y'all. Bye. Just leave me here all by myself. Well, me and Jeff. Wait a minute. Why would he show up for anything? Yes, sir. Two. Brea and the 60. Wait a minute. Brea and the 60? I thought Brea, yeah, but isn't that the 57? Diamond bar, yeah. That's what happens when you say 60. Wide open, moving well. No problems here. Tell Bill to drag his feet for like 8 minutes. Freddie, is it eastbound or westbound? Do we know? Do you know? Good day. Okay. Westbound, copy, thank you. You say westbound? I stand by, Stu. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Taking a look at that 60 drive. Now, this 60 portion right here looking pretty good, but we do hear that there is a new problem. We'll have it for you on your next traffic for sure. That's going to be westbound 60 right by the 57, maybe over by Brea Canyon. Understand, 2 vehicles on their roofs. That's going to be on the westbound lanes. I'm showing you the westbound lanes right here. This is going to be as you're making your way over to the 605. You can see it's very slow and go on that westbound drive on that 60 coming out of Hacienda Heights. We're going to get eyes on that crash in just a moment. Eastbound, though, looking really good from Montebello all the way out to the 57. Nothing going to be slowing you down on that eastbound 60 this morning. Sending it back to you all in the studio. Good morning, Bob and Jen. Yes, that's the way you take it. Domestic violence. Freddie, something's going on the westbound 60 by the 57. That guy's a one-upper. You got one car upside down, so somebody else had to get upside down too. I didn't know when you work for the city or the county you give up your Social Security. I never knew that. I was like, what? Is there somebody still in there? What's going on there? Oh, they were getting stuff. What? Look at all that open space underneath that truck. Little tiny gas tank. Oh, he's not even from here. Oh, that sucks. I don't know. Oh, that sucks. I think it's Colorado. Yeah. Well, I guess when it was tumbling, it must have bumped up against his truck. Other left. That's that Mazda thing. The fire department was grabbing a purse out of there just a few moments when we arrived. Yeah, party one. $1 billion. Did they open up a lane just now? Yeah, they did. Now you got 2 lanes. Why is my brain not working? Because you are an idiot. Idiot. Who? Who was that guy? I'm being serious. Which, of course, is just a nice way of saying it, which they're going to tax everybody eventually. I think you're saving me from my political ulcer. Skyvox, DOC. Lost the IFB. Lost it. Gone. Poof. Don't know where it went. But yet, you found it. Thank you. Wait a minute. Nope, it's not back. It's not back. Now it is. Now it is. Now it is. Now it is. You broke up. What were you asking? Yeah, yeah. It always does. It always does. Someday. Someday soon. Oh, it was a Chevy. There, I called it a Mazda. I'm sorry, Chevy. That was a Blazer probably or something, right? Equinox, yeah. I saw that all-electric Blazer, and I was like, that's kind of a good... It looks good. I don't know. 90 seconds. Oh, so wait a minute, wait. LAPD's in pursuit, but we're going to wait 90 seconds before we go there? He's rushing the mic. They're discontinuing it, I think is what he said. Oh, he's rushing it. See, what we should be doing this traffic. Oh, well, whatever. Quack, quack. Oh, man, is this one sponsored? Is this one sponsored? Anybody? Somebody? I think this one's sponsored. Copy all. My home sold. Got it. Thank you. Okay. Hey, Maria, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. Skyvox traffic brought to us by My Home Sold. It was a double rollover, and it happened out here on the westbound 60 freeway. We're going to be in a beautiful city of Diamond Bar, just past the 57. The other vehicle's still upside down, and I've got some good news before I give you some really bad news. They actually had you down to one lane. You can see it right there. They actually opened up one, so 2 lanes right now are taken away. This is going to be on the westbound 60. Take a look at that, besides a little bit of that raindrops on the lens. That backup is from the 71, and it's about a 30-minute drive from the 71 to the 57 this morning because of that crash. It is in the clearing stages, but if this is your drive this morning, you might want to give yourself extra time, possibly look into the 10, depending upon where you need to be. Let's take a look at some other traffic hotspots. Okay. Something about Dearborn, Victoria. 25 miles an hour. Can't hear it. Got all digitalized and scratchy. I have a feeling it's over by Lamert Park. And that's a lot of static. Manchester. Oh, we're not going to see any of this. That's a lot of pain. Okay. And I wonder why I'm hard of hearing. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm not even going to try. Yes, what's up? Hang on, let me turn everything down. What's up? Yeah, that's where we're going to try to make our way over there. Yes, 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 yes. Southgate. I don't know about that part, but yes. As soon as I can actually hear it, I will start. As soon as I have information, I'll start shouting it out. Trust me. We're moving. We're headed that direction. Have been. 130 miles an hour across the ground. Pardon me? Well, there you go. It's in Southgate, so maybe we can actually get over it, but California and Elizabeth. Is that where it stopped? I have a California and Elizabeth and Escalon, California, but that's 300 miles away. Yeah, let's go that one. It's actually in Linwood. Yeah, we're about 7 minutes away-ish. 7 minutes away. 7 minutes away. Oh, yes, those are my favorite. A perimeter, we can sit there all morning. Still about 6 minutes away. Would be nice if we could hear something on these scanners. Yeah, they totally suck in this shit. I swear it's like a rubber ducky antenna on the back of the scanner. swampy and sleazy. Ugh. You got him? I don't know. Should we be setting up for traffic or should we be looking for this pursuit ending? Freddie? Somebody? Okay, I just got two. I got complete opposites. So no traffic, no traffic, no traffic. Okay, all right. He's right below us. Okay. Three o'clock. Yeah, I see the black and whites. Which way are they blocking? Oh, there's a helicopter. So which residence did he pull into? Is this the bad guy? Or is this the bad guy? Why didn't they go in after him? Elizabeth with a Z, not with an S, not the traditional. Is that Dune? Dwayne. LAPD brought all his buddies out here. Up, up, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. Well, that was fun. That was worth it. Yeah. I lost the IFB, though. I lost the IFB. I don't know what he's thinking about doing. Yes, I saw it. We saw it. He's going to wind up getting himself killed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can't go anywhere. That's... And I don't know what he's got in his hand, but They're saying it's a weapon. It didn't look like a weapon. It looked like his cell phone. I am always ready to rock and roll. All I got to do is hear my name, and the tap dancing begins. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. And he changed his mind. Smart move. First solid decision he's made in a minute. Copy. Thank you for that. He's got no place to go. He's just got to give it up. Linwood. Southgate, 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 Southgate. Deputies, you're going to have to move out of the way. Pardon me? Oh. Okay. Oh, he does have a knife. Ooh, that's a knife. Dun 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 dun. Well, that was exciting. All right. Yeah. Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, it ended out here in Southgate, started in the LA area, LAPD down there. That's going to be Southwest Division, and you can see when they ride with a lot of folks. We came from LA, came out here to the Linwood area. They were pursuing a vehicle, and the reason why we can't see it right now is because we've been moving around. A lot of activity. The car pulled into this apartment building here off of Elizabeth Avenue out here in Linwood. The car parked, the guy got out, went inside of his apartment. LAPD, they set up a perimeter. Just moments ago when we arrived, that car was actually facing the other direction. That suspect returned to the vehicle with a large knife, turned that vehicle around, but can't really get anywhere because LAPD has all the entrances and exits blocked right now. So that car basically stopped. The guy got back out of the vehicle, went up the stairs, and went inside this apartment right here. As it stands right now, LAPD, they're going to have negotiators come out here. They're going to try to get that person out of that building, out of that apartment safely, with no injuries to officers, no injuries to him. Right now, though, more of a standoff than anything else, but there's a lot of activity. Criminal threats, that was the original want on this, but you can see a lot of activity still happening out here, throwing out some spike strips just in case they're thinking maybe this guy is going to be able to break that blockade. But as it stands, that person back inside that apartment, this is more of a standoff than a pursuit. I'm Stu up in Skyvox, sending it back to y'all in the studio. Very large. Well, the way the movement is, and that's all we can really go by, is I would venture to say that he actually lives here. We haven't been able to really hear the officers. A lot of times they'll go ahead and they'll run the plates and they'll say, oh, this is his residence, or the vehicle comes back to this residence. We haven't heard that in this case, but the way the attitude and the way the walking is, and just walking into that apartment, I believe this is where they live. LAPD, they've got officers on both sides right there, so, and they have the helicopter here as well, so if he does make his way out of the building, maybe through a back door or something, quick glimpse of the LAPD helicopter, they'll be able to see him. But right now, though, it's more of a standoff than anything else, and again, LAPD doing what they can to keep their officers safe and also that suspect safe. If this vehicle would have rammed those officers down there, this could have gone an entirely different way. I'm happy that he came to his senses at least. Wish he would have turned himself in, but instead he went back inside the apartment. LAPD, they're out here in the Linwood, in the Southgate area, and if Southgate PD, they are around, but right now this is all an LAPD handle. It comes out as criminal threats. That's what the verbiage is for the original want on that vehicle. What those threats were, to who they were, we don't know that, or I don't have that information. But that's the official from the LAPD, that the driver was wanted for criminal threats. Right now, though, the way these guys are moving around, I'm wondering if maybe he's back out by the door or something. But as far as that car going anywhere, I can't see that happening in any type of situation. Looks like a one-way in, one-way out to this apartment building. Officers definitely have the only exit blocked off right there with a number of officers and vehicles. And again, the last place we saw that suspect was going inside that door right there. Oh, there he goes. That's probably what they were seeing earlier on. He's carrying that large knife, which is going to make this so difficult for officers. And again, people are going to say, you know, everybody's got an armchair, and they're going to be like, oh, they could have done this, or they could have done that. Believe me, LAPD, they've got plenty of less than lethal down there. But him holding that big knife, being so standoffish, defiant, that's going to create these problems. But right now, LAPD, they are trying to handle this the best way they can. Of course, like I said, negotiators might be on their way, are on their way out here. But right now, it's just kind of an angry suspect making a lot of threats. He put the knife down. You can actually see it right there next to the keys. And then these officers, every time you see these green guns like that, those are all going to be less than lethal. Believe me, if you get hit by one, especially close range, it's going to hurt. You're going to feel it. You're going to get knocked down. But him picking up that knife constantly, that's going to create a lot of problems for officers. And of course, how they're going to get this guy into custody. Hopefully there will not be any injuries to officers and or that suspect. We're working on it. You might not be able to see it, but Skyvox was moving very, very quickly right there, trying to reposition to get to this location. You can see him. He keeps getting back inside the car. It definitely looks like he's on his cell phone. There's no doubt about that. And when he was getting in the car, most of it was set. There he is with his cell phone again. It was setting up that phone. I don't know if he's recording it or if he's live somewhere. But definitely a confrontation right now, and we've seen these in the past. And that suspect, the best bet would just be calm down, go into custody, take care of these legal problems. Standing off with these officers and taunting them is not a good idea. The only thing I can say is right now he doesn't have that weapon. Toss the cell phone on the ground. Maybe he is going to turn himself in. Maybe voice of reason. he's still playing cat and mouse with these officers. And every time he walks out of sight, I wonder what he just picked up. He wanted to go get his cell phone. There might have been a less than lethal round just deployed right now, but as far as him being struck, I don't think so. Made his way back into the car. Again, if he tries to ram this, it's not going to get anywhere. He's not going to be able to get out. So hopefully you can at least figure that portion out. But right now, more of a standoff than anything else. Up. Yeah. Really can't go anywhere. I was just going to show you guys what is there's no way out around the back. I'm going to try to keep that car in the shot. But yeah, sometimes you can go like a U-turn, like a big giant U. This one does not have that. So it's a one-way in, one-way out. Officers have it blocked. I don't think he hit the spike strips. That was a positive sign. It looks like he threw his keys out the window, which is a very good sign, like this might be coming to an end. But you saw how the officers retreated to a fallback situation where they got out of the way of harm. That one officer, that is not less than lethal. All the officers with the green weapons, those are going to be less than lethal. But him throwing the keys out, that was probably the most, it wasn't the keys, it was the knife. I definitely see that knife right there. So at least he doesn't have the weapon with him. Yeah, but you know, that car's still a weapon, and right now officers out of the way, but he still has the options to do some things that might not be so bright. But right now we're just hoping that he turns himself in and LAPD can bring this to a peaceful end. Yeah. Definitely. And, you know, these officers, they're all trained. They're watching these things. They see that weapon. Him throwing that knife out, definitely probably one of the most positive things we've seen at this standoff this morning. That, no doubt about that. We're also getting information from the assignment desk, criminal threats, but also that might fall under domestic violence, and that would actually brings in that attitude, all the emotions that are involved. Everybody knows that the most dangerous call that any officer can attend to for law enforcement is a domestic violence call. This one may have spurred from that, so that shows those high emotions and that volatility that we have been seeing. Him throwing that knife out, though, that's probably the biggest positive we've seen so far. Him coming out, you know, at least he's making himself known in the presence, not just hanging out inside that apartment. Now he's inside that vehicle. Again, why is he doing that? Well, he's going to wind up with flat tires because, yeah, definitely got the spike strip stuck under there, and he's like looking out the window. You can see him. And again, we've talked about this in the past. Even though he hit those spike strips, those tires aren't going to explode and go flat in an instant. It's going to take some time for them to lose all their air. But again, he has not hit any of the vehicles, and that's a plus. But officers from LAPD, they're ready for anything. And hopefully it's going to be them just taking this guy into custody. Yeah, out of the car. A little slower this time. Notice there's a difference. Very close to that knife. Very close to that knife. Yes. Just let yourself get into custody. Nope. Don't go for the knife. Don't go for the knife. Get your hands out of your pocket. Yep. Just what? There we go. This might be where they're gonna. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it looks, and again, you guys have been watching enough with us as well. You can tell by the body language totally changed out there. Maybe he was watching our feed on the internet, and he's just decided to let himself be taken into custody, and he'll figure this stuff out. Oh, thank goodness this came to a peaceful end out here. And again, domestic violence, pursuit, and now a little bit of a standoff, but now that suspect definitely in custody. Good job, LAPD. Yes. Oh, you're welcome. Well, now he's going to be like, now I got to replace my tires. Right? I don't know if CBS is still on us. Let me just hold this shot for a minute. Yeah, she's in traffic. 10 minutes traffic, 10 minutes traffic. What are we going to do? Are we going to try to save any of the sponsored, or? Yeah, right? Okay. Top of the hour traffic. Okay, copy. Let me have that hat. All right, I think we're done here. Our work is done. Look, man, if you keep riding me like that, I'm not going to bring you coffee anymore. Oh, well, thank you, Lojo. Oh, he's been the director. This zooming in and out is rather obsessive. Lock in on one shot, bro. Yeah, okay. Because that's what people want to see, just one thing. They don't want to keep up with what's going on. Maybe he's an elderly gentleman and his eyes are hurting. Yeah, I can't focus. Thank you, Jen. We had Spielberg in the peanut gallery. I bro all the time. I'm old as all get out. It depends on the situation. Somebody's asking like why sometimes we do racetracks, orbit, or just park. Just depends on the situation. And other aircraft. Right, Mike? Yeah, it was all right. I thought we were in a great spot the whole time. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. We got him doing his little dance. the airspace can be. Oh, down there. I thought you were talking about other aircraft. Oh, the best shot. Yeah. I'm going to mute. Skybox, TOC, lost the IFB. Maybe we shouldn't say lost. Maybe we should just say there is no IFB. Because we didn't really lose it. I know where it is. Right? 60 is the new 40. No, I won't. I will not narrate you live during your crack epidemic unless you're talking about some kind of other crack. I will not encourage that. Francisco, were you yelling at me? Okay. Tony! What are you doing here? What happened? Is it Saturday and I just don't even know it? I saw the email this morning and I was Anthony. Who's Anthony? And I'm like, I know who Anthony is. Who's Anthony? Oh, I don't have the snap zoom on this, set up on this. I was going to snap zoom for a little bit. Young punks. Pardon me? We need Chevron. We need all of them back. This is another one, man. They got to do something with that before it becomes a fire. Look at it. Look at how dry all that wood is. There's another one in the valley that it's like, I mean, you can't. 3 minutes out. Copy all. Copy all. We'll get to work. We'll get to work. 5. Is it Los Feliz? 5 Silver Lake? What is it? 5 Silver Lake. And I guess they're having trouble selling these, which is a shame, because I wouldn't mind living there. I think that would be pretty cool, even though you got the freeway right there. Those are nice houses. This is a great place to live. Stu, how do you know they're great houses? They're new. How bad can it be? Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm sweetheart. It's old bro love. Bum, bum. Man, that truck looks scary. Very Mad Max, right? With the sun visor and the chrome. Copy all, Lisa, good morning. Back to work, everybody. No labels on the tank. I like it. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. You got one of that Monday blues out there? You gonna get on the road? Well, pack your playlist and cheer yourself up. It's gonna be the southbound 5. You can see some slowing coming away from the 134 down to the 110. Now, if you're up over in this area right here, technically still Glendale, it is moving a little bit better. The closer you get to the 110, the slower that ride's gonna go. Now, if northbound's your deal on that 5 through the Silver Lake and Glendale area, take a look at that. Words are not even needed. From the 110 out to the 134, and actually, I can tell you, into Burbank and beyond, that northbound 5 drive, looking fantastic, just like your day's going to be. Sending it back to Bob and Jen. Good morning. Castaic. Lojo, you know I love. I'm sorry I picked on you. Actually, I'm not really sorry, but I know your feelings didn't get hurt, and that's cool. God, it's light brush. It's dead grass, for gosh sakes, on a flat plane. Woo, look at that lens. Dirty lens. Ugh. Copy all. We're going to keep moving towards Van Nuys Airport. I'm not sure which one, if it's going to be the 405 or 101. You think that guy's going to walk? Oh, that tree is the wisdom tree. It's a hike on Mount Lee. Yeah. No, somebody was asking in the group, was like, "What? I keep zooming in on that tree. What's the significance?" And I'm like, "It's a destination. It's a destination." Jeff and I are going to do the hike, and when we get up there, I'm going to rip a branch down, and we're going to chase each other around. One minute out. Copy all. Standing by. Hey, good morning, Jen. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody. Skyfox traffic brought to us by My Home Sold. Taking a look at that 101 drive, and actually we just passed the 405, so we're headed westbound. So the cars that you're seeing on the left hand of the screen, those are going to be southbound, making their way over to the 405 out of Tarzana and beyond. But that ride right there, slowing down at this portion. Once you pass that 405 and get into the Studio City area, that ride actually turns into a light ride as you make your way over to the 134-170 split. Now, if you're headed the other direction, northbound, we just flew it. That from the 170 all the way up to the 405, that ride actually looking really, really good. You don't start hitting the brakes till right here. This is going to be in Encino. It's kind of slow and go as you make your way out to the West Valley. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. That was a morning. Begging like a dog. Oof. Little dirt on the lens. Instructor or student? Or mechanic? Maybe he's a mechanic. Yes, you will. I'm gonna try to knock it down. Hey, I heard, rumor mill has it, that you can shut it down from down there. Can you?